Dear students, we reach to conclusion. Laws are necessary in many situations. Were it this be the market, office or factory, so as to protect people from unfair practices. Not only in factory situation, everywhere we should have laws to protect the people. It may be the employer or the employee, both want to get, teachers as well as students, or management as well as student want to get the protection. If you are thinking about school situation like that, for the protection of all people we should have some rules and regulations. Then private companies, contractors, business person, in order to make higher profit, resort to unfair practices such as paying workers low wage, employing children for work, ignoring the conditions of work, ignoring the damage to the environment, etc., and hence to the people in the neighborhood, etc. So because all of us we are thinking about the maximum profit, so many areas we are neglecting or we are not taking care about the environment, even the safety of the people. A major role of the government therefore is to control the activities of the private companies by making, enforcing and upholding laws so as to prevent unfair practices and ensure social justice. So what we can do, the government should do, what the government should do, government should make, please underline, make the laws, then enforce the laws and uphold the laws to, for what, to prevent unfair practices, and by that government can ensure that social justice. This means the government has to make appropriate laws and also has to enforce the laws. So government want to make appropriate laws as well as the enforcement of the law also want to be taken care. Laws that are weak and poorly enforced can cause serious harm, as Bhopal gas tragedy showed. Not only in Bhopal, in many areas the laws are very weak and enforcement also very poor. That's why many people they are getting harm from the companies or the factories. While the government has a leading role in the respect, people can exert pressure on both the private companies and the government at the interest of the society. So we can see the pressure groups are there in the society. What they are doing, they are making their own association or organization to compel the government as well as the private company to make sure the safety of the people, those who are working inside as well as those who are living nearby. We are having like that many activities, those who are working. When Narmada Dam project came, Medha Pedkar stood in front of the government and the private companies, those who was in need of that dam, and she said that rehabilitate the people properly, then only like that. And not only the people, the other animals and the small insects like that, and even the plants want to be rehabilitated properly like that. She taken that step like that. In many area, many people they are taking steps to protect the environment and giving the pressure on the government as well as private companies. Environment, as we saw, is one example where people have pushed a public cause and the courts have upheld the right to healthy environment and intrinsic in the right to life. And in this chapter we have argued that people now must demand it that this facility of the healthy environment be extended to all. So what we want to do, we want to give pressure on the government to for what, to get a healthy environment to all. Not only in our area, every area of India we want to get it. Likewise, workers' right. We have seen many workers' right or labor's right. We have seen minimum wage act like that. Many things we have seen. So right to work, right to be a fair wage and decent work condition like that. So we want to work for that also in an area where the situation is still very unfair. even though we are having like that minimum wage act and all, but we are not, it is the government or the private companies. Even if we are looking to our own some of the agencies, we nearby area agencies or our own parents factories or in organization, we can see we are not following this minimum wage act and all. People must demand stronger laws protecting workers' interests so that the right to life is achieved for all. So for what we want to stand as a student, you also having some rights. So first want to understand the rights related to students or a child. Then you can demand for that from directly to the government or to your parents or to your local government, like it, if you are living in the city, municipality or in the gram panchayat, like that. So it is given the sustainable development, one of the goal given decent work and economic growth. We want to get a chance to work in decent way, and we want to get the livelihood or economical growth. Okay, by this we are completing the lesson. Okay, we will continue next day with history lessons. That is the last lesson for us. So I will send the link of your question answer, and tomorrow we are having worksheet. Please, today we are having worksheet. So I will send it, and that is your homework. Complete your worksheet and send. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.